Why are you interested in prescription drug regulation and cost?
I'm very interested in this topic because I believe having access to prescription drugs should be universal and not dependent on a person's financial status. As we all know, prescription drugs in the US can be expensive, life-saving treatment drugs in particular. This is partly the result of numerous regulations and rigorous testing for safety in the pharmaceutical industry, as well as their ability to continuously increase drug prices.
The second question is, how do you think your community is affected by this issue?
So any costly prescription drugs can induce financial burden on the patient. For instance, some patients aren't able to afford their medication, others would skip doses or abandon their treatment altogether. Although I have not witnessed anyone struggle to afford their medications, I do know that every day people are facing a difficult time paying for their medication, which can lead to other mental health related issues.
And my next question is there any statistical data you want to share about this issue, and did this data influence your position on the issue?
So according to a Gallup survey, nearly 23% of Americans say that they have been unable to afford drugs they were prescribed in the past 12 months. Again, this issue affects around a quarter of the population and should not be taken lightly in the medical field.
So my next question is, drug pricing proposals and/or programs to reduce prescription costs for Medicare, Cover California, etc. patients are underway for 2021 to 2024, according to a Commonwealth Fund's key provisions of drug pricing proposals. Should this program apply to those who have private insurance as well, or should we prioritize the Medicare and Medicaid patients first?
Okay, this is an interesting question. I think this program should prioritize Medicare and Medicaid patients first, since it's intended for Medicare patients. But if this program proves to be successful and has the capacity to reach more people, then it should be more inclusive and applied to those who have private insurance.
Finally, what are some solutions to combat this issue, and what are some steps we can take moving forward?
Okay, so first of all, we can lobby the FDA, Senate, or House of Representatives to initiate drug price reforms and ensure patients access to prescription drugs while maintaining patients' financial security. Secondly, it is important to find the right balance between prices in the market and drug development. Developing new drugs is costly, but there is no point in doing all this work if consumers cannot afford it. Pharmaceutical industries need to understand this. Lastly, consumers should be aware that generic drugs tend to cost less than their brand name counterparts. And according to the FDA, generic medicine is virtually the same as brand name medicine in dosage, safety, effectiveness, and quality. Therefore, generic drugs might be a better option for individuals struggling to pay for their medication.
Thank you, Mayling, for all the information that you gave on pharmacy and prescription drug costs and how we can combat this in the future.
No problem.